So I guess that wraps up our choices of what Netflix films we wanted to do and shows. So moving on to the recommendations, and just wanted to say a massive thank you to everyone who did comment and let us know what you wanted us to talk about. We really, really appreciate that. So thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So
first started off?
You started off.
Okay.
No, you started off. So
we got Mystic Celeste. So Mystic with a K and Celeste spelt the normal way. And the Umbrella Academy. And the movie's toss up between Extraction and The Guilty.
Oh, Extraction was good.
So so the series being the Umbrella Academy and the movie being Extraction or The Guilty. We didn't really talk about a movie, but Netflix has got a few good ones. Umbrella Academy. I haven't watched it yet. It's like a DC crossover thing, but I've heard it's really, really good. I haven't really got into the whole superhero TV series thing.
You should watch Daredevil. Daredevil is so good. And The Punisher.
Yeah, I watched Luke Cage, but season 1, and I've seen parts of The Punisher, and I've seen parts of Jessica Jones and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I've watched The Boys. I watched like the first season and a half of like The Boys, which was pretty good. But I haven't really gotten into the Umbrella Academy, but I've heard really good things. We did review Extraction earlier on. Yeah. We did like it a lot, and they're making a sequel to it as well, so that's good.
Our first ever episode, I believe, was Extraction.
Yeah, I think it probably was. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Like a year ago or whatever.
Yeah.
And The Guilty is like the remake of the Swedish movie, but it's starring Jake Gyllenhaal, and it's got Antoine Fuqua who's directing it. Directed Training Day and Southpaw, so they're teaming back up again.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good. I've heard pretty good things about it. I think the other day I saw some lad Bible thing talking about how The Guilty is like one of the best movies on Netflix, or like it's just really intense, which in comparison to the Swedish version, I'm pretty sure it's Swedish. I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But the Swedish version is supposed to be like amazing, and this one is not as good as the Swedish version. So I wonder if people will switch to the Swedish version after. But
thank you so much for your comment. We really appreciate that. Moving on, we've got Cindy Doozy Cinephile. So Cindy spelt normally, Doozy Duzi, and Cinephile. She said The Queen's Gambit.
I haven't watched that.
Oh my God, I love that show. It is so good. It is so good. Like the ability that they're able to have to make a show about chess and make people love it. Like, because chess is it's hit or miss. You know what I mean? Like some people like it, some people don't.
Yeah.
Most people are kind of like, who cares about chess? But this show, like, it makes chess seem like the coolest thing in the world. And everyone who watches it, like, I'm going to become a grandmaster.
Does it make it better than Harry Potter chess? Harry Potter chess is pretty badass.
No, this is actually cooler because she sees it up on the wall and stuff when she takes these certain drugs. But it's such an amazing show. If you haven't watched it, seriously, go check it out. Because it's about I forget her name.
Anya Taylor Joy.
Anya Taylor Joy. No, but I'm saying about the character. Like I know who the actor was, but the character. But so Anya Taylor Joy plays this orphan who falls in love with chess when she's at the orphanage and is on a journey to becoming the greatest chess player in the world.
It's not a true story, is it? It's not true.
No, not true. But she also has to battle with a drug addiction and alcohol addiction. And so it's able to kind of merge the both. And it's just so amazing. And it's kind of like a classic tale of like the tortured artist in a way. And
But
with chess. And it's just such an amazing show. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. Thank you so much, Cindy Doozy Cinephile. And John,
we got ABC Cinema 1. And they said possibly Mindhunters. Still can't believe it got cancelled. I haven't watched Mindhunters, but I've always wanted. I love crime things. So
I've seen it 3 times over.
Jesus Christ, something's in my throat. I can't even talk anymore.
I love Mindhunters. It is like Mindhunters is the best. It's about basically it's about 2 FBI. It's a true story about 2 FBI agents, Holden Ford and Bill Tench. And it's about the start of, I'm going to say typecasting, of kind of being able of looking into the psyche of serial killers and studying their kind of insane minds, so that later on down the line
they can solve crimes.
they can pick people who could be like that and could end up like that and stop it before it happens.
So is there an actual like?
There's a
plot?
definition. There's a definition
behind it. Though?
Oh, yeah, there's a plot. There's a plot. Okay. And so it follows, it's basically them trying to get it accepted by the FBI. Right. Because he comes in, Holden Ford comes in as this kind of young hotshot. He's 30, but he's really, really intelligent. And he is trying to say like, no, this is like, we need to be focusing on this because this will stop it before it happens. And they're all like, what is this wacko idea you have? Whatever. And the only one who's able to get on board is Bill Tench. And so they're basically trying to get the FBI to accept their studies and their theory about it and kind of prove that it's right. So they go and study and interview like the most insane serial killers in American history. Like they get in with Charles Manson. They talk to I'm forgetting so many of their names, but it's just such an amazing show. And if you do like not even like crime, but if you do like crime, you'll love it. But if you do just love kind of a well-written drama, a short series that it probably won't do a second season, but a short series that is just amazing. And
it already has it is two, they won't do a third. Is what you mean?
Oh, it did too. They won't do a third. Yeah.
Well, isn't it up in the air? They don't know if they want to do it yet.
Yeah. So basically, it was written by
David Fincher, wasn't it?
Fincher. Yeah, written by David Fincher, and he said he doesn't. He would like to write a third, but he's got other things in his mind. It was David Fincher.
Okay.
Yeah, it was David Fincher.
I can't see David Fincher's name anywhere on this.
No, he wrote it. He did write it. And so it's just such an amazing show. And if you haven't seen it, definitely go check it out. It's amazing. So thank you for your comment, ABC Cinema. And,
he executive produces it.
Yeah, but he wrote it.
No, there's a guy called John Penhall.
Right.
But he probably had like a bit to do with it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But Charlize Theron also executive produces it, and also a little known fact: the guy who plays Charles Manson in Mindhunter also played Charles Manson in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
The Aussie,
Damon Harriman. So,
next
kudos
up,
to you.
We've got Benji Khoury. So Ben J Khoury, Khoury. Thank you, Ben. You're our number one fan. Comments on everything. It's great.
Please don't say number one fan. It's a trigger word for misery. I can't handle it. And everyone says I'm your number one fan or like he's the number one fan. I just straight think that just break my fucking leg or something like.
But yeah, so he said sex education. So thank you for that. You can talk about this one. This is your.
Yeah, have you not watched it yet? You haven't watched it?
I've seen bits, but you love it. So
so good. I think so much like Orange is the New Black, where it takes characters and you see different perspectives of them. I mean, I really love that show so much. I think it's a good teen show, kind of similar in the same vein as like a Skins. If anyone likes Skins, I probably will like this, even though this is probably a bit more lighthearted than Skins. Skins is a bit darker, but I think it's a really funny show. The acting's great. I think that when you just grow to love different characters. Grow to love the characters differently. Like you think some characters are bitch, but then you realize that they're actually the reason why they're so hard is because of something else. I think the third season was really, really good. They're doing a fourth, which I'm really excited about. I'm annoyed that it all came out as once, but we've already talked about that. Because that's what really got me to thinking about it all. That because when I started watching Orange is the New Black, I pretty much started watching it from like season 1, but they had already released it to season 5 or something like that. So I was in the clear for a little bit. But yeah, I mean, Sex Education, it's great. It's really, really funny. Asa Butterfield's really good. There's this whole overarching love thing with him, this character called Maeve, who is absolutely Emma Mackey, I think her name is. She's really great in the show. It's just a great show. I can't give it any more compliments than saying it's a great show because it just really is. And yeah, I mean, there's things I want to say, but I just want to hold it back for people who haven't seen because the series is still fresh. So like, yeah.
But yeah, so thanks for your comment. And yeah, like I like it as well. And I think it does really well at kind of merging American culture in with a British show and making it relatable for Americans and the whole world as a whole, just through the way that they don't do like the uniform thing and do and have like rugby balls all the time, make it seem like American footballs, if that makes sense. Because I did see that they did that on purpose to make it relatable. Yeah. So yeah, thanks for your comment, Ben. And next up we have I don't know how to spell it, so I'm just gonna I don't know how to say it, so I'm just gonna spell it out.
Okay.
SAKETHR 365. And he or she, it is a he said Little Things. So Little Things is an Indian show. I know that. I haven't seen a lot of it, but I have seen little bits, and apparently it's like a really, really amazing show. And I did like little things that I've seen from it. And basically,
did you just say I like the little things I've seen from it?
Yeah, pun not intended there.
I never understood that expression, pun not intended. Just intend it. It's hilarious.
But I didn't mean it. That's why they say
just own it. Don't be so truthful.
It's about like a young Indian couple in Mumbai kind of just going through life and navigating like work life and their relationship and things like that. And so it's like more of a character-based drama. And but yeah, I've seen nothing but good things about that show, and I do like the way Netflix is going down the route of getting shows from different countries, and they're all doing really well on the platform, which is really great because that's I guess like a streaming platform to me should be hosting shows from every country, you know? It should be there for everyone. It shouldn't just be like a Western medium. And so I think they've done really well at growing now and getting out of just the Western world, bringing in shows that everyone can enjoy from different cultures, which has been really, really amazing. So thanks for your comment, Saketh. And you want to take the next one?
Yeah, so YJW_15 said Lupin for TV is dope, and the Safdie Brothers Uncut Gems is amazing. Hand clap. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen Lupin, but I think it's in the same vein as Luther. Is that Luther? Idris Elba?
No, sort of, but Lupin is more. He's a criminal, and
he's a criminal.
Yeah, he is.
So it's like as if Luther would be chasing Lupin.
So
crossover, I think they could be.
I haven't seen it, but Lupin, I do know that Lupin is a criminal, and he's basically going after this wealthy family for crimes that they did against his father. And so, yeah, I've heard nothing but great things about that show. But so Uncut Gems I have seen twice.
So Lupin, sorry, just to go back to Lupin, it says the story follows professional thief Assane Diop, I think that's his name, the only son of an immigrant from Senegal who had come to France to seek a better life for his child. His father is framed for theft of an expensive diamond necklace by his employer and hangs himself in the prison cell out of shame, leaving a son an orphan. So then he becomes like a thief, and that actually sounds pretty cool. And it's got Omar Sy in it too.
I think it's actually a true story.
Yeah, it's based off a master thief. How cool is that?
That's
I feel like we don't have master thieves in this country. I feel like that's such a French thing. Like they have master
thief.
And you're like kind of in like in Ocean's 12, where they got Vincent Cassel plays this thief, and he's up against, like, they're competing with the Ocean's 11 guys, and it's just like, but he's like French, and I don't know, it just seemed like that's why I'm thinking it's such a French thing, because it's so celebrated in the community as like
master thief.
The Fox or something. I can't remember his name, but yeah, he's like a master thief. That's so cool, master thief. Yeah. I feel like that's like when you become master thief, that's like almost a profession then, and
you don't deserve to be arrested.
Exactly. It's a profession. Like you can get paid. It's like, well, he's a master thief. We should have known better. You know what I mean? Like, Uncut Gems. I haven't seen that yet, but it's really intense. I haven't seen it.
Such a good movie.
Maybe we could do that for like a movie reaction.
I was actually so annoyed that Adam Sandler didn't get nominated for an Oscar for that film. Like seriously, and people were up in arms about it because he delivered such an amazing performance, and he gets boxed in as that comedian actor who doesn't care about acting, but he does, and when he wants to, he can really deliver.
Exactly.
Uncut Gems is amazing.
I think it's one of those things because he does all that kind of crappy comedy shit. Like, sorry, I shouldn't be so aggressive, but those comedies like Jack and Jill and things like that. That when he does do dramas, and he kills it. Like it's because he does those crappy movies that when you see him do a drama, it's like, oh my god, this guy's actually a really good actor.
He's amazing. Yeah.
There's another movie you should watch if you think he's a good actor, Punch Drunk Love, Paul Thomas Anderson. Yeah, I think I thought I've heard really great things about Uncut Gems. I haven't seen it, so I've only seen him really do dramatic stuff in like Funny People, but he's kind of playing himself, and Punch Drunk Love. And I think Punch Drunk Love, he's amazing at it. And people were saying back then he should have got Oscar nominated. For that, and he was robbed.
But yeah, Uncut Gems is good, and I'm a huge fan of the Safdie brothers.
Yeah, if anyone wants,
they're able to capture because they're from New York, and they're able to capture the city of New York so well, and they do these kind of these fast-paced films that are like just following this one character over like the span of a couple of days, and it's like Good Time. And
it's Good Time. I was about to recommend that.
Yeah, it's a great film. And these like super fast-paced movies that are just quick scenes, everything's on the move, everything's flying. And I think it really works for the youth because youth now have short attention spans. So something fast and snappy is really cool. And I think they're adding something new to cinema that we haven't really had. And so I think the Safdie brothers are amazing.
Also, aesthetically, their movies are quite like nice to look at visually. Like they've just got really good color tones. And yeah, like and it's funny because like the movies are just so really raw as well. You mean they're kind of similar to like Blue Valentine, which is Andrei Perec. If anyone's seen that interview, we check that out. We talked to him, and like kind of similar to his cinematography in that things are just so raw, and it kind of you could imagine that Blue Valentine, Good Time, they're all kind of set in the same world. You know what I mean? Like because they just have that kind of aesthetic. That's my favorite kind of looking film.
Yeah, for sure.
Like kind of raw.
They actually made the Safdie brothers did these short films actually on YouTube. I'm trying to remember the name. I can't remember. It's like Red or something. Something is Red is in the name. And they did these kind of like flash short films. Some are like 30 seconds, 45 seconds, a minute and a half. And they're amazing short films. Like they're so good. And they have that raw element because they're done so cheaply and it was their start in the movie industry. And like, if you like the Safdie brothers, go check out those on YouTube. Just search up like.
Just on a little tangent for a second. I think I really love that when people who don't have money just don't have money to make the big production, just embrace the idea that they don't have money. Because I think that when you start making things, and this goes kind of for all art as well, and especially, you know, if I want to make music videos later on, I don't have any money. So you should really embrace the fact that you don't, and don't try to jazz up your stuff by making it look like you have money. Because I think when you start doing that and you don't, like say if an independent artist does like a music video and they try to make it look all glamorous and stuff, it doesn't come across like legitimate because it's just like you don't have, I don't know, for some reason it never rings true to me. And they always look, when you try to make things look expensive, always looks more cheap. You know what I mean?
That's what like art should be, owning where you're at in that moment, and telling the truth of what you have. And so when you don't have money and you make a raw film, it's going to be way better than by trying to make it look like you have heaps of money. And if you have heaps of money and you make a really high production value short film or music video, it's going to seem truthful and it's going to seem good as well. So work within your constraints as an artist, work with what you have, because that's just going to make it better art for sure.
Yeah.
But so moving on, we got the real Matt Smash.
Not to be confused with the fake one.
Sure. You've actually said that joke before when he's calling.
Well, it's a running joke now, Matt. You're part of it. You're part of the Flickr family. So I'm going to pay you out. You can pay me out too.
He said Midnight Mass. Have you seen that?
I haven't, but I just looked it up, and it's a supernatural horror show by Mike Flanagan, who I think did Doctor Sleep, which I loved. I love Doctor Sleep.
Great movie.
So
Midnight Mass is like, it's trending on Netflix right now. It's like a top 10 trending show. And so, it seems like really, really good. I haven't seen it, but from what I have seen about it is like tremendous.
So the plot centers on an isolated island community that experiences supernatural events after the arrival of a mysterious priest. Yeah. That sounds up my alley. And I like Mike Flanagan as a director. So I definitely would give that a shot. Yeah.
I want to watch it, definitely. So if you haven't seen it, like us, go check it out, as we will be doing very soon. So thanks for that comment. And do you want to say, it's the same person? 2 comments.
Suck one bias. You
only get the one choice.
No, we'll read this one out.
It's a joke.
Jesse's a bit of a he's a bit of a Nazi. He's a bit of a hard ass. No, he's not a Nazi. Just joking. So it's from this was from. I'm trying to say the name. I'll spell it out. SAKETHR 365. Which I think is talking about the days of the year. Could be.
I think his name is Saketh. I think I've worked it out from his other comment. Saketh.
If we're wrong, we're very sorry. Very, very sorry. I'm going to be wrong about this title as well. Gangs of Wasseypur. I think that's what it is. And sequels.
It's not on my Netflix. Like, I don't think it's on the Australian Netflix. It must be a
VPN. That's what we're going to get.
I know, right? I actually have NordVPN, but but yeah. So I think it's an Indian show as well. But yeah. So thanks for the comment. We already talked about your other one as well. So thank you so much for the double engagement. If everyone, you can learn something from Saketh. Go give us double comments and boost our engagement.
Exactly. You know what we should start doing is that we should start getting them to like ring a voice message so we can play it. I think that would be great.
That would be cool. Yeah. So if you guys are interested in having a voice message, let us know because that would be
calling in.
Awesome.
Call into the show. We're live on air.
No. That'd be cool. But yeah, so thanks for all your comments, all your engagement and recommendations. We truly, truly, truly appreciate it. So thank you so much. And if you guys got through to the end of this episode and enjoyed the episode, feel free to follow us on Instagram at Flickers Podcast, on Twitter at Flickers Podcast, and go watch all our content on YouTube and subscribe at the Flickers Podcast on YouTube. So yeah, thank you so much for another great episode. Let us know if you like this one. And hope you guys have a good day and hope you have a good day, John.
I'll try. I'll do my best. All right.
Catch you later.
Catch you later.